Shri GURUBHYO Namaha. Ramachandade RISHIBHYO Namaha. Respected friends, welcome you all. Salutations to you, greetings, gratitudes to you, wishes and prayers. See, we are studying the Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayanam. You know, this one text, Sri Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayanam, if somebody can explain to us exhaustively, and if we are also able to tune to the speaker and are able to thoroughly listen, grasp, understand every aspect of it, I believe every question, doubt is answered, clarified, all the required knowledge is gained, nothing remains to be understood. Of course, sadhana siddhi. You have to do the said sadhana to reach to the siddhi. Because in this text, Vaashishthaji took all the pains and efforts to exhaustively explain. You can see in this already studied 3,000-4,000 slokas only how many topics are covered. Now imagine in the remaining 28,000 slokas how many things will be told to us. What is told finally is only one Brahma Vastu. But then, depending on our own various doubts, questions, stations of our evolution, we have so many things to know, things to do also. All of them covered. So, in our first attempt in this life, we are just browsing through, going through to feel that there is a sublime text. Maybe in our next 10th or 12th or 20th attempt of deeply studying this Shastra, backed by our till then done upasanas, etc., sadhanas, etc., consequent evolutions, backed by the Ishvara Guru Kripa, little higher level we may understand, get convinced. Such beautiful text. Thank you for giving that chance for me to study and discuss in front of you. In a very small manner, we are seeing it. We are nowhere near it, even to an iota of it also. And yet, it's not our courage or daring or childishness or any attempt to insult the text that we are studying. We are studying it because the order of our Lord, the Gurus to us. Okay. Same way, like this great text, also are the other texts like Bhagavad Gita. Is also a comprehensive text enough if one can thoroughly study to give answers to all our questions, sort out all our problems, guide us towards the ultimate. So to know Upanishad is less. Every Upanishad, every Purana, every Itihasa, every of the Prakarana Granthas given by our Rishis, Saints, Sages, Gurus also. But it is we who have to have that ability, patience, time given, unbiasedness, purity of the heart, consistency. ये सब हमारे अंदर है. So then one text is enough to liberate us. Right, friends? Therefore, respect all Shastras, respect all the teachers, respect all the given knowledge. Keep on spending maybe few lives in collecting the data, few lives in contemplation, few lives to understand, and few more lives to do sadhana. Then it will happen. And when it is said, don't be worried about so many lives. Because this life is gone. We have seen it. How much we have done it. Like that every life. है ना? Bas this much we can do in the coming lives. More study and sadhana may we do than the samsara. We can do the sankalpa that in one of the lives, there should be only sadhana to realize the self without samsara. We can even pray that that is my immediate next life. We can say that it is this life only from now onwards. It's all in our own sankalpa drudata and prarthana and prayatna. Thank you. Now let us do our initial parayanas of the Shanti Mantra Sankalpa, and we have seen yesterday up to mantra number 17. From 18th we have to study. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्म विद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व वेदान्ताः सच्छास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि परम ब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मत् गुरुभ्यो नमः श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे वसिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन तस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणे इतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहनव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न शाश्वत समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्माद् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री राम वशिष्ठ संवाद रूप श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति मोक्ष प्रकरण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्य भूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखगनं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाकारमपास्तमायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं पदं ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ स्वसदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्धिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। वसिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम लीलोपाख्याने वर्ण समनंतर देह प्रतिभा वर्णनं नाम जीव प्रतिभा वर्णनं नाम द्विपञ्चाशत्तम सर्गः। श्री वसिष्ठ उवाच ज्ञप्तिरुवाच। So Mother Saraswati guiding Leela. In the Siddhanta Jnana, which Leela and all of us have to gain thoroughly and lift our awareness, consciousness level to that level. Yesterday, what was said is first of all, the whole thing you understand. Of three Brahmandas spoken, one Brahmanda is of Brahmana life. Brahmana Vaashishtha, his name is Vaashishtha, Arundhati. They are in that Girigrama, Vindhya Girigrama. There is one house in that. So, in whatever the house they are, that whole thing is one Brahmanda. In that Gruha, when that Brahmana left the Sharira, that Jiva is there, no? That Jiva conceived, according to his own Sankalpa, another Brahmanda. In that Brahmanda is this Raja Padma's whole thing. Second Brahmanda is Raja Padma staying Brahmanda with all the things. And in that Raja Padma's Gruha, Antapura, when he died, his Jiva, in his Chitta, is doing Sankalpa, in which this Viduratha Raja and the entire Brahmanda is there. Therefore, how many Brahmandas in this way? There are three. Like that, further how many? Many. Before how many? Many. Then how many are there? Ananta Koti Brahmanda. One is they are mutually connected. Second is what? Even though there are that way, Ananta Koti Brahmandas, whether it is this is in that is in that, whatever it may be, finally they are all Brahma, they are only Chitta Sankalpa. That Chitta itself is Maya. Therefore, what we have to understand is what is said here, and why, like that, any infinite number of Brahmandas we may be told in any of the Puranas, all of them are Kalpita, only the Brahman is the reality who is the Adhisthana. And our goal is to reach to that Brahmanda, reach to that Brahma Tattva, bypassing all these Kalpita Brahmandas, Jiva Bhavas, the worlds projected, the relativities, the relations. नहीं करोगे तो you will keep on projecting, you keep on wandering like this. Now the Raja Padma, as he asked Mother Saraswati, with her grace and Upadesha, he is going to realize himself. At that time, his Sankalpas and his creation of Brahmandas and entering into it as one or the other Jiva, that silsila of samsara ends for him. That much only we have to focus right now. From that, we have to learn for ourselves. I am also now a Jiva, projected this Brahmanda. In that, this one Upadhi is also projected. But with this, I have extra Tadatmya. Therefore, I am considering this to be me. Like the waking mind only projected the dream whole world. In that projected entire dream world, the dreamer also a content of it. But this waking mind has extra identity with the dreamer. Therefore, the dreamer, isolated individuality, appears to be the Karta Bhokta, and the world in front of him appears to be something other than him, which is karma and bhogyavast. Karma means on which the action is done. and the Bhogyavastu. But from the Waker standpoint, if you see, the Bhogyavastu, the Jagat of the dream, the Bhokta of the dream, both are the Jagrat mind only. So, to from the reality standpoint, this world in front of me, the Drishya, I, the Drashta, both are the reality only. This we realize when we realize the reality, not before. Even after we realize the reality, in Vyavahara things will continue, but not as earlier where we took it to be real. It will be afresh that we know it all is appearing but not real, it is Mithya. At that Mithya level, whatever rules, regulations are to be followed, they are followed. Same time, the Adhisthana Brahma is not missed, it is realized. That is how Ajnan is Vyavahara. So, while listening to all these things, what should happen to the Leela and to all of us also? It is not one Leela's Upakhyanam. It is the Leela means the meaning of Leela is only play. It is a Upakhyanam, every one of us. All of us are also Leelas. We go through so many of Sankalpa Krita Jagats. All of us are Raja Padma only there, or Vidurata, or the Brahmana. All these three, Brahmana, Vidurata, and Padma and Vidurata, all three are projected only on the reality. Remember, when these three individualities themselves are projected, what to talk about the worlds seen by them? Can they be real? This is the intellectual thing we should be able to apprehend, which requires our unbiased purity in our heart. When we have attachments with these upadhis and therefore with the worldly things and beings, this our understanding subtler is not allowed to be gained. It is distorted, it is postponed. It is said that that knowledge is not required. That is why we are told to have that Viveka Vairagya Shamadamadi called as the Antakarana Shuddhi. In the Antakarana Shuddha, you listen to Guru whatever he says. And Guru is saying the truth, you will be able to understand it as it is. When I have so much of ego and impurities, attachments, everything I understand it as per my convenience. Me means the ego's convenience. Ego means the one who is identified with the upadhis. That is jiva. That is why nirmamo nirahankaraha. When these mamata ahankara are gone, like morning class, I know, vihaya kaman yah sarvan puman charati nispruhaha nirmamaha nirahankara. Then only realizing one Brahman shantim adhigachat. Here also. So therefore, what is explained here is this topic. Okay. वहाँ कहाँ तक आए हैं हम? If you just go back to the verse number 11th onwards, just browse through it for 6 slokas. Let us see if we caught even a percent of what's said by Mother Saraswati. Ki evamaarambha ghanayoho avimandapayosthayoho tayoho mandapayoho arambha ghanayoho api. In both mandapas. First mandapa of Brahmana Gruha. Second mandap of राजा पद्मास गृह. थर्ड मंडप नहीं है उस गृह में. दिस होल विदुरतास राज्य युद्ध, he is dead, the body is there, all of that. In both those brahmanda mandapas, be attentive. Arambhaganayorapi, at the outset service level, so many ghana arambhas are seen. Arambhaganayo in English is solid happenings, solid initiations. What are the Arambhagana, especially in that second one? When Raja Viduratha's world is projected, the Ghana Arambha is the ferocious Yuddha which we saw for more than a week. How night the Sindhu Raja attacked, destroyed, everything is burnt. Then the Rani came and told, then Raja ran, then the terrible war between both of them. How many variety of astra shastras they have shot. Finally, Raja Sindhu with sword, hands, legs, and neck of Viduratha, he cuts. Then the Narayana, the Suta, the charioteer, brings him almost dead to this palatial bed where he is made to sleep. Only is having Uchvas Nishvas. Now, when you see all of them, they are solid happenings. That is Arambha Ghana. So too in Raja Padma's life, it has happened Arambha Ghana. What happened in Raja Viduratha's life, everything is actually in the Raja Padma's Mandapa. And whatever happened in Raja Padma's entire kingdom and his life is happened in the Vaashishtha Brahmana's Gruha Mandapa. Therefore, in both the Mandapa Akashas, whatever Ghana Arambha has happened or seemed to have happened and is explained and experienced. Yet, evam Arambhaganayorapi Mandapayoho Tayoho, still, Udare, in both those Akasha Mandapa Akashas, Shunyam Akasham Eva Asti. Shunyam Akasham Eva Asti. Absolutely void, emptiness only is there. Supported by the consciousness, the existence. And na Jagat Brahmaha. So Jagat Brahma appeared, but that appeared Brahma Yukta Jagat is not real. Therefore, in Vasishtha Brahmanas Gruha Akasha, entire Padma related, entire Brahmanda and kingdom and his life, his death, they are all Brahma but not real. So too in Raja Padma, when he died in that Mandapa Akasha, for him as Padma to the Jiva, whatever the Raja Viduratha's entire Brahmanda and paraphernalia happened, all of that is Brahma but not real. In both places it is Shunyameva. Udare Shunyam Akashameva Asti na Jagat Brahma. Na Jagat Brahma means the entire Jagat is Brahma only, not real. This is what is deeply to be contemplated and understood. The one who is to a great extent relieved from his attachment with this body, with this individuality, and is too much of preoccupations with this world, with raga dvesha. When these are all not there, such sharp, subtle, pure, unbiased intellect can grasp these things. After grasping, you ponder over them. Then try to understand exactly what is said. Then, on the seat of meditation, when you deeply become contemplative, you actually visualize that. This is what is the crux of Vedanta. Understood up to this? Next one. Sentence is beautiful. Ki both in the Vasishtha Gruhakasha, the Vasishtha namak Jiva. Is he real? No. The Brahman alone is real. Two realities cannot. When that Jiva, Vasishtha, himself is Brahma or Abhava, the Drashta, then he becoming Raja Padma and in front of him the entire Drushya. That also is unreal. So Brahmadrashtur Abhavehi Ki Drusha Brahmata Brahme. When that Brahma Drashta himself is unreal, the Drushya seen by him is also equally unreal. Therefore, Nasti Eva Brahma Satta. Therefore, both Drashta, Drushyaropi things and the setup that is made because of these two. Nasti Eva. अगर नास्ति तो है क्या फिर यद अस्ति तद अजम पदम वॉट एवर इज देयर दैट द जन्मादि विकार रहित अधिष्ठान ब्रह्म ओनली देयर द डिस्कशन इज व्हाट की लाइक द स्वप्न एग्जांपल इज गिवन इन दैट स्वप्न में इन द स्मॉल प्लेस ऑफ द हार्ट throat to the heart for the Swapna Purusha, a huge Brahmanda, sometimes many Brahmandas are felt. So, as it is said in Mandukya Upanishad, that particular word in the beginning only in the Vaitratya Prakarana, it starts the lack of space aspect. He goes on talking about. The word used by Shri Gaudapada Acharya is there is Samvrutatvena Hetuna. Samvrutattva means lack of space. In that 12-inch space between throat and chest or heart, where is the space for so many Brahmandas? That's why it is mithya. Kalpita but not mithya, not real. In the same way, in these Brahmana Gruha Akasha and Padma Gruha Akasha, they being so small, how can that entire Brahmanda be there? Really cannot. Therefore, it is mithya. When this is heard, there is a question by Purvapakshi. Was it? If in that small space, that Brahmanda cannot be there, therefore, that Brahmanda is mithya. Same analogy, in that small space, the infinite Brahman reality cannot also be Sankuchita, cannot also be fit there. Therefore, because that big Jagat cannot be there in that small space, you rejected the Jagat as real and you said it as Mithya. So too in that small space, the infinite Brahman also cannot be there. Therefore, Brahman also has to be Mithya. To that question, this is the answer. Are bhai, the Brahman is never in big or small quantification. He is beyond any sizes. His being is such one, you cannot quantify him in kilometers or kiloliters or minutes or seconds. He is not that padartha in which you can quantify him. He is inexplicable experience. The nearmost definition is pure sattva, pure chitta, pure ananda. Sattva without name and form, chitta without jnana, jnaya, jnata, triputi. Ananda without the bhokta. That is a different state. That is ever there, everywhere there, all pervading there. In that, in the projected worlds, there is a measurement of small and big. In that, in the small, the big cannot be. That way, the smallness of the Brahmana Gruha Akasha and the Padma Gruha Akasha are taken to reject in them these worlds. But in both cases of Brahmana Gruha Akasha, the Brahmana Jiva now became Padma and he has his own kingdom. And in that Padma's Gruha, now Padma became Raja Viduratha and in his kingdom. In that only everything gadbad. When all these projections are happening, the Adhisthana Brahma is always there before them, in them and beyond them. है ना? The material, the gold by itself, gold material cannot be measured in 5 grams, 10 grams, tola, 2 tola, etc. No. Because if it's a kilo, 1 kg of gold is there, 1 gram of gold is there. The kginess and gramness of the gold doesn't affect the goldness. Catch that one. You, for your convenience, for yourself to make money or balances or ornaments, you quantify the gold. So to the water. Big water in the ocean, small water in cup of glass of water. ऐसा smallness and bigness water में नहीं होता. Because of some other reasons of space, etc., you measure it like that. Otherwise, qualitatively, the water in ocean, the water in the cup of glass or cup, both are same. If you understand this example, so too, the reality is beyond quantification. Therefore, that infinite reality cannot be in that finite space. Therefore, it is unreal. That proposal is wrong. The Grahakasha which you are talking about, either of Brahmana or Padma, they themselves are projected in the reality. Reality is always there. Always there. Therefore, this point कि छोटे में बड़ा नहीं समा सकता इसलिए बड़ा असत्य है, कल्पित है. जो स्वप्न के लिए आपने कहा वो परमात्मा के लिए लागू नहीं. In Swapna, in the small Akasha, big world cannot be embedded. Therefore, the world is Mithya. And so many other reasons we studied in Mandukya to prove the Swapna is Mithya. Tens of examples, explanations are given. Lucky ones have studied, more lucky ones have remembered. So that is answered here. Brahmadrashtur abhave. The Brahmadrashta also in his inquiry, as a Vaashishtha he was unreal, as a Padma he was unreal, as a Vidurath also is unreal. Then the Jagat seen by him, how it can be real? जैसे स्वप्न में the स्वप्न पुरुष has seen the world and is lost in his raga, dvesha, labha, hani of that world. So much of samsara. Now, from the waking standpoint, the dreamer himself is mithya, then his world and his sufferings, they are also real, mithya only, no? Brahmadrashtu rabhavehi kidrushi brahmata brahme. Therefore, both drashta, the dreamer, drashya, the dream world, and all the interactions, experiences, from the waker standpoint, nasti eva. Then what is there? Yad asti tad ajam padam, only that waker is there. These three, the drashta, drashya, and anumoti, all three are projected from the waker standpoint of the dream. In the same way, from the reality standpoint, either drashta, this jagat, my all experiences in this jagat are only kalpita. Understood? That is the beauty. Then, brahmo drishyam asat tasya drashtu drushya dasha kutaha. So, it is because of Brahma, the drishyam is seen. In that drishyam again, drashta drushya. How can there be they? Therefore, drashtu drushya krama abhavat. These drashta and drushya are krama. They are mutually related. दृश्य है तो भी देर इज दृष्टा, दृष्टा है तभी लेकर के दृश्य. Isn't it? In one of the in them, when one is rejected, knowing that it is Brahma, other also goes away. Mainly here, the drishya cannot be without drashta. Therefore, drishya's independent existence is rejected. When independent existence of drishya is rejected, how can there be drashta then? He is not a drashta. Then darshanam bhi nahi hoga. Then what is there? That is the meaning. Drashtu drushya krama bhavat advayam sahajam hitat. That one without second reality alone always was there, is there. And that is me. I am not this. Upadhi yukta jiva. This is the 13th mantra. And that reality, which is sahajam, which is advayam, in which drashta, drushya, darshana, rupi, triputi is not there, that reality is tat padam paramam vidhi. That is supreme-most. All of these are projected from that. They all dissolve in that realization. And Parama means there is nothing even beyond that also. And that reality, which is Parama, means Nasha Utpada Vivarjitam. In that, the creation and dissolution concepts don't work. It is eternal, pure existence, as it is, without modification. Then Swayam Kachitam Abhatam. Shantam Adyam Anamayam. It is Shantam. There is no disturbances in it. It is Adyam. It is ever there without any cause for it. Anamayam. In that the Ajnana, forgetfulness, non-existence, any dualities, miseries, these Anamayas are not there in that Pada. And Swayam Kachitam Abhatam. It is in its own Sankalpa. It alone is appearing like that. इमेजिन करो, पानी ही अपने संकल्प से लहर बनकर लहर को देखने वाले को भी देख रहा है. पानी ही लहर बना, पानी ही लहर को देखने वाला बना, पानी ही लहर को भी लहर देखने वालों को भी देख रहा है. खुद पानी फिर इनमें से कोई बना ही नहीं. इट इज एज इट इज. If this puzzle or riddle is understood, we are understanding the Vedanta. Takes time, but not impossible. Next, this Paramatma Tattva is Advayam Sahajam Nasha Utpada Varjitam Paramam Shantam Adyam Anamayam. These are the words always employed about the reality in every of the Upanishads. We are again and again studying. ठीक है, यहाँ तक देखा. नेक्स्ट वन, किल मण्डपगेहान्तः स्वस्वभावोदितात्मनि विहरन्ति जनास्तत्र स्वगेहे स्वव्यवस्थया. Excellent. Huh? This again is very beautiful, though very tough to understand. Very tough to understand. Let me see if I can attempt to explain while myself understand. You know, when we attempt, nothing wrong. Even if we fail, how does it matter? Luckily, we forget everything. जिस दिन का उस दिन तो फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता. Yesterday, we touched this point and talked about it for 10 minutes. Maybe Lord wants us to ponder over it once more. Therefore, He is telling us. What is said here is Mandapa Geha Antaha. In that Mandapa Gruha Antaha. Okay, take two Mandapas. The Vaashishtha Gruha Mandapa and Padma Gruha Mandapa. Imagine, in that Padma Gruha Mandapa, Padma Raja was there, died, body is there. Rani is there. Mantris all have come to see. Puravasins came. It says so many people are there. So too with the Brahmana Gruha. Brahmana died. Patni also left the body. Jeshta Sharma was there, his son. And all people who were benefited, blessed by that Brahmana Dampati, assembled there, expressing their shoka and their gratitude, their prarthanas. ये सीन है ना? इमेजिन करो वहाँ 122 लोग हैं, वही हिसाब लगो. Now these 122 जो individualities है ना, each of that individuality, behind that is there one Brahman only. In that Brahman, with its Maya Shakti, like the Samashti, these Vyashti individualities also Kalpita. After Kalpita, now those individualities taken themselves to be real. Like in today's Mandukya Upanishad, what a powerful thought. Abhuta Abhinivayashadhi Sadrushe Tat Pravartate. So each individual took his individuality to be real. After that, according to his jnana and ajnana, vasanas and all of that, he is seeing the world, projecting the world, taking it in his own way. That's why there is one common world where every individual is there and dead body either of that Brahmana or this Padma is there. In that common world, there is another, each one's different world is there. Anna? Everybody's emotions, seeing that Raja Padma dead, are not same. Some are extremely dukhi, some are mediocre dukhi, some are less dukhi, some are happy too कि मर गया हो गया बहुत परेशान कर रहा था. And if there is a Mahajnani is there, he is not even seeing the death there. He is only seeing the reality and the appearance, disappearance, khel. Got the point? That is what is said here. Swasvabhava udita atmani. है ना? Viharanti janaha tatra. Each one is doing his own vihara independently. Isn't it? In that shoka dukkha sthiti, 100 people are assembled. If somebody is highly diabetic and he feels so much low sugar, he will run to eat something. Otherwise, he will die. It is his own world. Isn't it? He cannot be without that, and not necessarily that everybody is diabetic and they should run for food. So to किसी को washroom जाने का है, तो he will get up and run. Everybody will not run. Physically, I am telling each one is in his own world. Mentally also, you have explained. Depending on each one's jnana, ajnana, that happening, he projects and in that he lives his own life. He projects and he lives his own life in that, which is not known to others. Like I saw that person dead and I am expressing sympathy. And this sympathy which I am expressing is my world, my experience. Others will not know it. Just like what they are seeing and feeling, I don't know. And behind him and behind me and behind that dead fellow, Adhisthana Brahma is one only. That is the beauty here. Kila mandapa gehantaha. Kila means indeed in that mandapa graha, both of the mandapas, swasvabhava udita atmani. You know, actually everybody is self. In that self, whatever the individualities that are projected, you know, like everybody is general citizen of India voter. Now one is said IAS, made IAS, one is IPS, one is ICS, IRS, and somebody is MLA, Mantri, doctor, lawyer. After making like that with their qualification, now each one behaves as a doctor, lawyer, etc. Isn't it? And his thinking will be of that world only. अगर IPS है तो you will be only looking at that police व्यवस्था. IRS है तो you will see only that revenue whatever. ICS है तो he sees that only. Oh, है कि नहीं? If he is a mantri, his consideration is only that field. If he is a doctor, he is concerned about that. But whether he is a doctor or MLA or lawyer or any of those individualities, police, IPS, IRS, basically all our citizens are not. So to basically all of us are Brahman. In that Brahman projected individuality, we held on to. After holding that individuality, according to that individuality, now the further projections of the world are happening, which is so personal to us as we experience. Only I experience it. Like if you go to any exhibition, Yuash, there are at one time 50,000 people. Yet for 50,000 people, the exhibition is for each one, it is different only. Not same. That we have to catch it. What it shows, therefore, whole world is my projection. And I who am seeing the world, myself also is unreal. What is reality? The Brahman, in which neither I am there, Mai or Mora Toratai, nor this world is there. That is what it is. Kila mandapa gehantaha swasva abhava udita atmani viharanti janaha tatra swagehe swavyavastaya. Each one is doing vihara in his own projected world. You know, somebody thinking ये शरीर तो छोड़ा गया कहाँ है पता नहीं. Other must be thinking those who are left out, the wives, children, उनका क्या हाल होगा. Each one is in his own world projecting, which others do not know. If there is somebody Vedanti he thinks that fellow gone इनको छोड़कर now he is continuing his journey. Now these people have got a freedom now. That one obligation headache gone away. They can work on their own personal goals. Some Vedanti thinks that way. Which is a fact. No husband died, so what? The wife can fulfill all her spiritual ambitions. वो headache गया ना obligation का. Like that in so many lives, so many people came as husbands and wives and children. सब बकवास है, वो चलता ही रहता है. What is great in it? What is reality in it? That way, one who has done sufficient viveka has got vairag. Yeah, it is only blessings that I am alone now. I can do my sadhana, and others will use that for as destruction of himself only. That also is there. Okay, in this way, finally, na jagat tatra no sargaha kaschidapyanubhuyate. In reality, neither creation happened, therefore nor the jagat is there, nor the jagat drashta is there. Tena, because of this, ajam akasham jagaditi eva vartate. This is the one of the beautiful thing. I try to tell you, I'll try to explain, you see, try to catch. What the Ajnani calls it as the pot. You know, the Jnani knows it as mud. What Ajnani calls it as a pot, the Jnani knows it as mud. So the Ajnani calling the pot is Ajnana. It is a projected thing. There is nothing called as pot with all its utility, with all its storing water, etc. It is not there. है ना. अज्ञानी जिसको जगत कहता है, ज्ञानी उसी को ब्रह्म जानता है. What Ajnanis call it as ornaments, the Jnani, the goldsmith calls it as or knows it as gold. That is the meaning of na jagat tatra no sargaha kaschidapi anubhuyate tena aham ajam akasham jagadityeva vartate. I myself birth deathless reality jagadityeva vartate, playing the play as jagat. So the
inexplicable power Maya, making the seer see the Brahman alone as the Jagat, without creating the Jagat, without twisting the Brahman. This is the sublime Vedanta. If you have got it, you are lucky. ठीक है. Therefore, sarvam shunyatma vijnanam mervadi girijalakam. Mervadi giris, parvatas, vanas, samudras, with all of them one Brahmanda, like that Ananta Koti Brahmandas, all of them are in the Shuddha Atma, they are Shunya, they are never there only. Therefore, na idam kudyamayam kinchit. Therefore, idam rupena, whatever the Jagat is there, and the Jagat seer, the Aham, none of these are real like a kudya, the wall, yatha swapne Mahapura. Swapna, Mahapura, in that every house is made with different stones, cementing, paintings, each one seeing those things and appreciating and all. But when you wake up and see that Jagat with kudya, with colors, with appreciation by everyone, is unreal only. The solidity of the dream disappears when you awaken to waking. So to in the waking, whatever the kudyamaya that is solid, when you awaken to reality, it is never there. Therefore, whatever you are seeing is Brahman. For that, you have to transcend your own jiva bhava upadhi tadatmya. When I realize myself as Brahman, then I know everything is Brahman. This is the portion with which we will restart our study tomorrow. Very powerful, very beautiful. One text Yoga Vaashishtha thoroughly understood. All questions, doubts go away. And good that we are sticking to it as much as we can and we are consistent. And we fully have faith in our Bhagavan Vaashishtha and Bhagavan Rama that they only brought us to the study of this. They will only bless us to slowly open up the understandings. हमें क्या टेंशन लेना है? We are at their feet, they will guide us. जो परसों अंडरस्टैंड नहीं हुआ था वो कल हुआ, जो कल नहीं हुआ तो आज हुआ, जो आज नहीं हुआ तो कल परसों होगा. बट हम लगे रहे तो होता रहेगा. तो लगे रहे. थैंक यू. We will stop it today. Om Purnamadaha. Om Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Dhanyavad. Now study Tulsi Ramayana for some time.